Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Music Mondays. This is week 10. We're at a whopping 10. And
Who would have guessed it?
who would have imagined that we have come this far? And I'm going to let you in on a secret. We had to start this one over because guess who muted their microphone on accident? Me. So, here we go again. Mamma mia, here we go again. So, but this is exciting. This is an exciting week for me. I saw Walk the Moon, and we're talking about Walk the Moon. And let me do the thing with my shirt, because you got to see it.
Ooh.
Moon.
Ah.
Can you even see it?
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh. It was only $25 for a merch shirt at a
That's
merch
really not bad.
stand.
And it looks
It's
softer.
really
Ooh,
soft.
that looks soft.
Really soft.
Man.
When I went to get my glasses, the guy at the store was like, "Is that a banjo?" I said, "In what world does your brain make you think this is a banjo?" Anyway.
Sir, do you need your glasses, Jack?
Honestly,
do you need your
my vision got a lot worse. Fun news. He's like, "Oh, I read every single letter wrong. All of them. It's fine." Okay. So anyway, back to this. So, the concert was incredible.
Yeah.
It melted my face off. Walk the Moon is one of my favorite bands, if not, it's like in the top one or two. They're one of my favorite bands ever. And I was like living my sweet little dream out. And it's been over a week, like a week and a half, and I still am just... I wore this shirt for 3 days in a row. I'm not even lying. It smelled terrible.
Perfect.
But yeah, I do what I want. I was home. I was away. It doesn't matter. So let me talk about the boys.
Yeah.
So there's 4 members: Nick, the singer; Kevin, the bass player; Eli, the guitar player; Sean, the drum boy. It's really cool because they're from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'm from Cincinnati. I'm from Indiana, but I'm like 40 minutes from Cincinnati, so technically.
Yeah. It's like all the people that you meet here that say, "Yeah, I'm from Fort Wayne," when really we're all like 30 minutes from Fort Wayne. That's same for you.
Because nobody knows where my hometown is, because you can drive through the whole thing in 5 minutes. So the closest thing to me that anybody's ever heard of is Cincinnati. So it gives me, hope that maybe I'll be something someday because they did it. So why can't I?
Yeah.
I also want to meet them and just tell them that I'm from Cincinnati, so that way they know. And then
So
that way we can have that connection.
They'll be like, "Yeah."
They'll be like, "Oh, you've had Skyline Chili?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh, man. I love Skyline Chili.
It's kind of like, I'm going to offend a lot of people that from my hometown right now. 1, it has gluten in it. I can't eat it. But 2, it kind of like lost its luster.
Well, you like live there, so you
Right.
probably ate it all the time.
Right.
I only eat it when we drive through Anderson to like go
Yeah.
somewhere south.
Yeah.
Because I'm from super north.
Yeah.
So like it's like a once every 2 years kind of thing for me.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, nom, 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 nom.
Yeah, it was also one of those things that like when I came to college and realized that it's just like a thing where I'm from. It's not like an everywhere thing. And people were like, "Skyline?" And then they buy the cans that's just not, okay, the can, first off, the can is not the same.
No.
At all. And the cheese is a special cheese that you can only get there.
Yeah.
I do get
it's
cheese
like
fries
especially
sometimes.
shredded.
Yeah, it's special cheese. But yeah, then we can just relate over that, and then they will know.
What if you like tweeted at Walk the Moon, "Hey, let's go on a Skyline date. I want to tell you about how I'm from Cincinnati too."
They would ignore me. But that's okay.
You do
It'd
it
be worth a try. I tweeted at them like 4 times after the concert, and I like was so annoying, and I made so many typos. Like, I was just like, "God, Leah, you just lost control of everything." I was just like, and then I watched back all the videos, and I'm like, I'm yelling, and my friend Mary gets on me. She's like, "You are a singer? Why do you sound like that?" And I'm like, "Because I'm not trying to sound good. I'm just yelling."
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sing along.
La, la, la.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just yelling all the words.
That's me at every concert I've ever
Yeah.
been to.
Yeah. every time I watch back concert videos that I take, it's just me like.
I like got home after the Paramore concert and I was like, all of this is fucking awful. I have to take it down now. So it's all in my camera roll and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But at the same time I was like, I can't believe that I sound like this.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I left I don't even care. And like I know people are like, don't post your concert videos. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody cares. And it's like, let people be excited about it.
Let people have things.
Just let people have things because nobody can let people have things anymore. And it's like, you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. Nobody's making you watch my Instagram story. So if I want to put shit on there, I'm gonna. And you don't have to watch it. I don't care. Like,
that's the tea, sis.
And that's the tea. So and with that, we're gonna move on. So
Debut album.
Nick started Walk the Moon in 2008 while he was in college. That's a long time ago. Their debut album, I Want, came out in 2010. It was self-released. It had And a Son on it. And then 2011, they signed with RCA and they released a self-titled album with the re-recorded version of And a Son in 2012. And that was the song of the summer 2 years in a row. And it absolutely was. It was the song of my life and everybody else's life. And that's kind of like, was their breakout.
Yeah.
And then they released Talking is Hard in 2014, and that had Shut Up and Dance on it, which was what made them, like, explode. And they have 7.5 million?
Pretty much.
What was the number?
It's real close. It's 7.4 something.
I'm not going to say the whole number. 7.4 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and they're the 336th most listened to artist in the world. That's
the whole world.
Real high. That's really high on the list. And I know that sounds like a big number, but it's not. And compared to all of the artists on Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so their newest album, What If Nothing, which was what was on the back of my shirt, if you could see that when I contorted my body, came out November 10, 2017. It was their third studio album, and they have multiple live recordings and EPs and like stuff. There's I put a song from one of their EPs. I think it was a Different Colors EP on our Friday Faves, which came out on Saturday this week. Oops, sorry. It's fine. If I didn't have Taylor to remind me of Friday Faves, it would not happen.
This week
she forgot about it, so then I forgot about it because she always reminds me. Friday always sneaks up on me, and it like fleets across my mind. I'm like, oh, I gotta text her those songs, and then I just forget.
This week, I worked 52 hours this week.
She was dying, and I was home.
She texts me Friday night, and she's like, "Oops, we forgot Friday Faves. Also, I'm drunk." And I'm like, let's not do it today.
Yeah, I was drunk at Luke's sister's, and I was like multiple pieces of birthday cake, and then I was like, oh,
so much gluten.
Yeah, and then I texted her and I was like, we didn't do a thing. And then I put out like Saturday slaps.
Yeah. So
it's fine. We'll get it together maybe someday.
Well,
Well, it's not even her. It's me. Like she had a legit reason to forget. I did not. I was just doing whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So you want to talk about? Oh wait, no. We gotta talk more about this album.
Yeah.
Because it debuted 6th on the iTunes charts. That's high. Had 3 singles: One Foot, Headphones, and Surrender.
Yep.
Now we can talk about faves.
Okay. So, preface for me on why I don't have a whole lot to say about this album. Not a huge Walk the Moon fan. It's not that I dislike them.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't listen to them. So the only songs that I have ever really heard from them is One Foot, Shut Up and Dance, and then I'm sure I've heard Anna Son. I just can't think of what it sounds like in my head.
Anna Son, it's a screen falling off the door hand.
Yeah, I can't remember. But
you'll play it for later.
Okay.
Let's do it later.
And then Tiger Teeth because Leah likes that song, so I've heard it. But my favorite song off of the album is Kamikaze. I really like the lyrics, and the reason I like them is because they're pretty relatable. It's like, I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to do what I want, and you all can deal with it, and that's a pretty accurate representation of how I live my life. Mm-hmm. So I really like that song.
Yeah. So my favorites. So I really struggled because and I wanted to like pick songs from other albums to make my favorite. I'm annoying. My favorite from this one is Tiger Teeth because every single time that the song is playing anywhere in the world, ever, I am in tears. It's like a Pavlovian response to just cry when I hear the song. The first film class that I ever took, I mean, I say ever, but did I take other one simultaneously alongside of it? I think I was only taking other theater classes.
I think you can only take
I think you had to take 261 first. My final project, which was my first big project that wasn't like, didn't have a list of instructions and, press a camera button. I had to like actually do stuff. I did it to this song. And so now every time I hear it, I think of my friends that had to portray a couple. They're not a couple, but they had to be in this video, and they are great sports. And it turned out I was super proud of it. I watch it now, and I'm like, ooh, some of the decisions I made weren't good ones, but I was new. I didn't know.
You should have it on a GoPro.
I did. I shot most of it on a GoPro,
yeah,
which was really cool. So yeah, my friend Adam, he was just like, oh, I have a GoPro and a gimbal. Do you want to use it? And I was like, because I don't want to click around with the camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was cool. But I bought tickets to go see Walk the Moon because I was scrolling through Instagram and they had posted a video of them rehearsing Tiger Teeth, and I burst into tears and I Snapchatted all my friends, and then the next morning I woke up and I bought tickets to go. So,
I remember it vividly.
Yeah, I did. I Snapchatted them and I was like, you guys, I'm falling about this already. You gotta go watch it. Yep, that's pretty much how it went. So I think I called my mom. I don't even remember. It was all a blur.
Your mom's like, okay, I gotta go work now. Bye.
Yeah. I was like, Mom, can I buy tickets? She's like, it's your money. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I don't know why I asked. I'm an adult.
Right? I'm an adult, right?
Tell me that I'm grown. Luke turned 22 on Thursday, and I just realized how old we are.
Evan just turned 24, and I was like,
God, what
a year old.
He's a fossil.
Yeah.
Evan, you're a fossil. Also, Evan tried to FaceTime us, and the last time we were FaceTime Taylor. He didn't try to FaceTime. He doesn't care about me. It's okay. He does.
He does.
He does.
He does a lot.
But he tried to FaceTime Taylor, and she was just like... So I wanted to call him out on this one, too, because the other one's not going to be shown to the public. So
I literally declined and then went, doing the podcast, bro. He was like, shit, sorry.
He probably wanted to call you so that he could walk into the house, and then, he was probably, like, outside, and he was like...
He doesn't want to get kidnapped.
Yeah, I got to call Taylor so they can go inside.
Yeah. That's
like,
generally when we talk to each other, so yeah.
Yeah. But, where were we? Oh, what we like. What do you like?
You want me to go first or you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. I like 4 songs exclusively, like my Friday fave, and then my 3 also like favorite things. Press Restart, All Night, and then I also like Headphones. I just like Press Restart and All Night because they're fun, boppy goodness, and Headphones is fun because the lyrics make sense, but they don't make sense, and they confuse me, but they're fun, and I just like them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I keep referencing things that we've talked about like 30 minutes ago.
I'm like trying to repeat ourselves, but not perfectly repeat ourselves.
Yeah.
But
he talks about, he's like, I could take a beating like a good pair of headphones, and that doesn't really make a lot of sense because when you think about things that are like worn and like really used, headphones are not, I mean, for me, not the first thing that comes to my mind.
I think of shoes or jeans or like a favorite t-shirt or something, not headphones, but
it does make sense. They're musicians, so like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, so what I like is everything. So One Foot and Surrender are right up there with my top favorites. One Foot, fun tidbit, is written about how we have to stand together and like be one in the current political climate because it's bad. The world's bad. The world has a lot of hate, and the division of the people is only perpetuating things, obviously. Door slam. But yeah, that's what One Foot's about, and Surrender is goodness, pure goodness, and it's just like, it's different sounding. It's very different sounding, and I like
Yeah.
it a lot. I know Taylor doesn't like it, but I really love Sound of Awakening, and I wrote, it sounds like the product of, like, if Bon Iver and Phil Collins sat down together and brain dumped,
Yeah.
you would have this song.
Like, if they both just shit on a piece of paper
Mm-hmm.
and then ran that piece of paper through a computer to create a song, this
This
what
is
it
the
would
song.
sound like.
And because it, like, opens with, like, the weird, like, harmony thing, like the tech, like, it's not a humanly produced harmony. I don't know what the word for it
Yeah.
is. And then it like has like a weird, like, Phil Collins, like, In the Air Tonight drop. Yeah. Yeah, it has like one of those drops in the middle of it, and
Yeah.
I think
and
it's cool.
It is cool, but it would be cooler if it was only part of the song that was that way.
It is like 6 minutes long.
Yeah.
I agree that it's a little long.
Yeah. That's why it's on the bottom of my list.
Mm-hmm.
And you know me, I don't always love a slow song, so that's why Surrender is low on my list too.
Mhm.
So that's really the only reasons that I don't like those songs, and those are the only two songs that I didn't like. So
For the ones that I didn't like, I would have, if I had to pick one, Press Restart might be my least favorite, but I still, like, love that song.
yeah.
So it's
Which
like I
is so
love
funny.
Press Restart, and then I, like, love the rest.
We
And
always have like our favorites and dislikes are always swapped, which is funny.
it is, keeps it
It's
spicy.
that word I can't say.
What?
The like funny. It's not funny, haha. It's funny. The word I can't say. The P word that I can't say.
Oh, I don't remember. Say it.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. Oh, did you get peculiar? Yeah,
I'm sorry, I can't say it.
it's okay.
I
It's
used to
like
not
a
be
treat.
able to say literally, but
It's
I
okay.
figured that one out. So
We're
maybe
here.
one day.
We've grown and matured, you know.
It
one
used
day-
to be lolling. So.
Same. Literally.
Lolling.
Yeah.
But I just need you to say this part that I'm about to highlight.
Oh. Okay. So the song One Foot, when I saw them, so they walk out to the circle of life. They always do that. And it's incredible. And I have a video of me, because like a formation of birds flew over the stage when they're walking out. And I was like, look at the birds! Look at the birds! And I have it on video. Like, maybe I'll tweet it or something on the account if you would like to see that. I think I might do that.
Yeah, that's funny.
But they just started playing One Foot, and I wrote, they came right out and immediately hit me with it live, like, bitch, what the fuck? And I imagine, like, with the vine, it's like, bitch, what the fuck? You know, like that vine, that was me. It was zooming in on me, and I was like, it hit me hard. And they hit me hard with bop after bop after bop. So for, like, bigger Walk the Moon fans out there, I don't know how much of their other albums you listen to, they did Lisa Baby. They did Shiver Shiver. They did Different Colors. They did an acoustic version of Aquaman. They did everything. I mean, they ended on Anna Sun, of course. I think they always end on Anna Sun, I'm pretty sure. They did everything. They did everything from everything, and I feel like they played almost every song. And every song, my roommate and I would grab each other, scream the title, and go back to what we were doing. Yeah, I was dripping in sweat. I put my docs on the next morning to leave, and they were wet inside
That's
because I was so
disgusting.
sweaty, and it was disgusting. But it was also so
Was
great.
it like walking around in that episode of SpongeBob when he's got the squeaky boots?
Yeah, and I like didn't tie them because I like was just going to my car.
Yeah.
I was wearing this shirt that I had slept in, and then I wore it for like 2 more days.
Yeah.
Did I say that already? Probably. Who knows when I said it?
It could have been here. It could have been in the last one.
Who knows?
We're just gonna repress that like we do everything.
Yeah, we're gonna pretend that we didn't have to start this over. This one was better though. I think this just generally flow wise, it was
Yeah.
better.
We
It's
knew
fine.
what we were talking about. It's fine.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. So, want to talk about next week a little bit?
Yeah. So, drum roll. We have a very special guest coming
Very
next
special guest. He was supposed to be here this week, didn't work out
because Leah had too much to
because
say.
I had too much to say, and I'm like, I want him to actually guest and like help pick. Well, he picked the album. I want
Yeah.
him to actually really have something to say and like not just sit here and like look at me while I talk.
Yeah, so next week you'll see Chris's cutie little face right here.
Little Chris.
Superimpose him.
I'll try. I'll see if I can do that.
He and us, we
will
be
we three.
The three of us will be reviewing In the Airplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel.
Yeah.
And if you know Chris Spencer, you know that mouthful of a title and a band is exactly the kind of shit he'd pick for
Chris
us to
is a
review.
weird fucking dude, and we love him so dearly. He's
Yep.
beautiful. You are going to love him, and we're going to just let him take the wheel on this one. He told us, he goes, this album changed my life. So I'm very excited to see what he has to say
He's not
about
one
it.
to say things like
He's not.
that. So he really means it.
He's very, like, Chris is, like, a very, like, open-minded and, like an emotional, like, not in a bad way, and, like,
No.
you know, like,
just a good human.
just a really good guy. But Chris likes what he likes.
And
those
if he
things
doesn't
are,
like it, he'll let you know.
and those things that Chris likes are everywhere, and none of them are related in like any way. So
yeah,
I'm
goes
interested
from
to see
Twin
how this goes.
Peaks to anime to fucking Grandpa Gohan to I
Oh,
don't know what else.
Grandpa Gohan. We'll let Chris talk about Grandpa.
Super
His little cat. Yeah.
But I'm looking at the track list right now, and the first thing that stuck out to me was track 4 titled Two-Headed Boy and track 7 titled Communist Daughter.
Have you listened to any of it?
I listened to 30 seconds of King of Carrot Flowers Part 1, so.
It's really good. It's like an indie album, which kind of, like, it's a weird indie album, but it's like, it's less obscure than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Coming from Chris.
Yeah.
I expected, because I mean, like, I've seen, videos of Chris listening to, like, weird anime pop in the car, so, like.
He has multiple playlists of just video game music.
Yeah. So if that says anything, you'll meet him next week if you don't know him.
It'll be great.
I'm sure a lot of people that watch this know him, but
Yeah.
you'll meet him next week if you
Yeah.
don't. He's great.
He's great.
We're gonna go hang out later. Hey,
Yeah,
Chris.
we're going to get drinks soon, so drinks.
Drinks. We need one after having to restart this podcast and working 57 jillion hours last week.
Bazillion hours, yeah, it's great.
So yeah.
So stuff we need to mention. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, Anchor, all the other podcast places, and our Friday Faves playlist. Boy.
Music Monday cast. The same everywhere.
Everywhere.
We've been trying to do more stuff on Instagram stories.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to keep up with. We're trying our best.
So you did the concert stuff on there. I've reviewed Travis Scott's new album, Astroworld, on there. Well, Pixie reviewed it.
Yeah.
And then I plan on reviewing Nicki Minaj's new album on there as well.
Yeah.
Queen.
I'm going to try to get, so I know Chris and then our friend Allie has given us some songs to listen to and do on Instagram Live. I'm going to try to work on that this week. I should have time. There's no reason for me not to have time to do that. So I'm going to try to get those in there this week.
Also, at the end of this week, guess whose album's coming out? Ariana Grande, boy. So that'll be episode 12, will be Ariana's album.
And then I think Troye Sivan comes out shortly after that. All right.
Okay. Yeah. So we're about to get fucked up.
Yeah, and then school starts on Monday.
Yeah, so
Help
we're about to
us.
get either really, really boring because we'll just be dead all the time, or just fucking real loopy.
Yeah. I'm thinking 21 credits this semester.
Yeah.
Kill
I'm
me
about
now.
to have 2 jobs and a full course load, so.
All right, so you'll see our deepest, darkest moments.
Yeah.
All right, so
That's
this has
what
been
we're here
really
for.
fun.
Yeah,
Good podcast, good episode.
absolutely.
We'll see you next week with Chris.
With Chris.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
it, kids. See you later, and have a musical Monday. And cut, and cut. I'm leaving that in.